Wickerson Studios. My name is Michael Wickerson. I am feeding these videos, these short intros into videos for my patron members on Patreon, and I will go into detail with that. But if you can call out any information or interest from these videos, please go right ahead. I'm not going into the full detail of the scripts, but even though I'm importing some pretty simple, I'm actually not importing, I'm just retyping a lot of very simple surface Python node scripts, which basically this just panelizes a surface, and you can find that online anywhere. I'm specifically pulling it out of this computational aided geometric design book for GH Python, which I have. It's mostly in Chinese, so it's, you got to play around with it a little bit. And what I end up doing in here is I actually end up bringing in some things that I can panelize it and make some decisions, and then I do a little funky footwork in the Grasshopper node down here, which allows me to go negative with some things, and I can pull up patterns within it of surfaces. And of course it mirrors on both sides, so when I start to expand the UV directions, they start to do some funny things and really jump around and give me some different patterns. And I think of this as very similar to what I was exploring in, if you recall, some earlier videos I was giving away on YouTube, where I was really considering what the path mapper does, but more specifically what relative items do, relative item does, shift paths does, and things like this. So I think that's fairly interesting and straightforward, and I'll go into detail with why I made decisions I did. And obviously trying to grab hold of geometry and panels that I might want to put into glass or put into steel, and the whole point in the end is to play off of these, and I'll try and get the count up a little. Well, I'm not sure what's happened there. Yeah, the count, as you can see, it's kind of mirroring on both sides, because positive and negative, it kind of explodes out in different directions, which I find exciting. And you can really have an effect over a surface facade that's based on, let's give it credit. You go back in here and grab your surface edits and start to edit like this, and definitely you're transforming the whole thing again. So I'll just grab a little rotation there, and you can see that. Not sure why you would want to create this, but a lot of control, a lot of very visual control, and visual control in what may seem a little more organic, even though it's panelized in Revit. And this will go deeper and deeper. I'll break this into a longer script and pull out and write the entire script out with you in a longer video, and hopefully you find this interesting, and I'll just keep going and keep playing. We're going to deal with shells for a little while, which is basically meshing things, and it will get from quad meshes down to triangular meshes. And then I will do what's referred to as rationalization, which will kind of be nice to analyze things and put planes at vertices and see what I can do with that. Certain sense of thinking about what rationalization means in terms of panelizing and dealing with shells and meshes, and that may come in handy. And then that goes on for a little while. I'm just looking at the textbook and kind of going ahead as to where I may play off of things and build some scripts. The scripts are going to get a lot longer as we try and get into the particulars of evaluating surface at different points. And hopefully then things will start to take on a quality of maybe topographical maps and environmental studies and rain and flow studies and some physics simulation, so that can be very fun. So please stay with me if you're interested in going deeper with me and getting copies of the scripts full, so you don't have to sit and try and type them from these videos. Please jump onto the Patreon site and see if that's something of point of interest, that you want to have some straight up consultation time directly with me and see where it ends up going. Thanks very much for watching.